hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I go by Eternal Honesty, but my name is Anushka. So, welcome for my returning subscribers. Hey guys, how's it going? But yeah, today, as the title says, I'm prepping for my last semester of nursing school. Yays. Because I start back school in 6 days. Yeah, less than a week in 6 days because today's Tuesday. I start back Monday. But I need to put all of my classes onto my calendar. So I like to do both a Google Calendar and the regular calendar on my phone, which then syncs to my laptop and my iPad, which I love that feature with Apple products that it just all my things just automatically syncs because that's just the way I have it set up, and I will be able to see the reminders on any of them. So if I'm on my phone, I'm going to see the reminder. If I'm on my laptop or on the iPad, I get the reminder. If I have exams coming up, it'll let me know it'll let me know for my class times because sometimes I do forget what time my classes are. So I like to just put it in my phone, the time frame for my classes. I do have a lot of online classes, but some days are going to be in person. So I'll probably differentiate that once I get the full days for my exams for my online classes because exams are going to be in person. But yeah, I'm just going to do that. So I have my laptop here, which you guys are not going to be able to see, but then I have my iPad because I'm using my phone to record. Well, to be on live. But yeah, so I'm just going to be putting everything into my iPad. Another thing I like to do is I like to do an assignment tracker. I've talked about this. I think it was in one of the videos I've made about how I just stay on top of everything for nursing school. So my assignment tracker is partially made. I have 2 classes that opened up already. So those 2 classes, the assignments and exam dates are put in onto the tracker. So I'm waiting for my remaining classes to open up. All my classes will be open up by Thursday, the latest. So I'm just going to wait for that. But I'm just going to go ahead and start putting in my class times. And then I'm going to put in my exam dates and stuff into the calendar on my laptop, my iPad. Hi, Kayla. How's it going? But yeah, so this semester I do have 5 classes. My program, the way it works is every semester we have 5 classes. Suleiman, hope I'm saying that right. Hi, hello. But yeah, let's go to calendar. Okay. So my first class, oh, I need to call and cancel an appointment. I just realized it's the day of my class. Do you mean at school? What do you mean by that? I'm sorry. So let's go to June 2nd because that's when I start back. That's going to be my first day. So let's see what my first class is on Mondays. Monday I have 3 classes and then Wednesday I only have 2 classes. So Monday is going to be my heavy lifting day. But you know what? I will be remote most of the days on Monday because the remaining time I'll be going in on Mondays only for exam days. So most of my Mondays will be at home online for Zoom. Let's see, I have a class at 1 to 3 on Monday, 10 a.m. to 12, and then 3:45 to 6:55. So the 10 a.m. Oh, I thought my first class on Monday was at 9, but it's actually at 10, which is really good. I love that. So let's see. Gerontology I have first. So gerontology. Another thing I like to do, but I can only do this on my Google Calendars, I like to color code. As far as I know, on Apple products, you can color code it, but on my Google Calendar, let me make sure I'm spelling this right. Gerontology. Okay. And I do also like to put the class code, like, so whatever it is, like my school does NURS for nursing courses. So this one is 434. And we are going to be meeting from 10 a.m. June 2nd. 10 a.m. Just give me a moment, guys, to 12. So this class is only 2 hours. And then for the repeat, I do it every single week, because and then I go in and just take out the days that I'm either have off because it's a holiday, or once the semester ends, you can cancel all the future dates. So that's usually what I do. Um, hmm. And that's the first class put in for Mondays. Now we're going to add another one. So my second class on Monday is going to be my population health, which is, so we're just going to put that in. But yeah, with school, like honestly, this is one of the things that genuinely keeps me grounded, because sometimes, as much as you have the same classes every week, but like sometimes you'll be like, wait, what time does our class start? And then I'll just like pull up my calendar and check the timing of the class. So I like having it on here. And also when I'm trying to make plans, it helps to know when my class time starts and ends. Especially that this coming semester, I am going to start applying for jobs before like I'm done with school. So like if you want to do an interview like on a Monday morning, I could do a Monday morning interview before my first class, because I would my first class at 10. So if I do an interview like 8, 8:30, I can definitely do an interview and still be on time for class. So like things like little things like that. Yeah. So this is what is at 1. So I'm gonna have an hour break between these two classes, which I'm not, I like that. And then I have a 45-minute break between that and my last class for the day. Yep. Again, repeat for every week. Save for future, yes. And then last one on Mondays is peri-op. So that's gonna be nurse 413. Hi, hello. So peri-op is going to be from 3:45 to what time? 6:40, 6:55. Why is it 3 hours? I don't know why this class is 3 hours. Like that's, in fact, it's a little bit more than 3 hours. That's crazy. It's like 3 hours and 10 minutes technically. So I don't know if that's wrong. That timing is wrong, but I'm gonna have to see. And then we're repeating for every week. Add. Okay, so that's my Monday. My 3 classes I have on Monday. Now let's move on to Wednesday. Wednesday I only have 2 classes. One of them is 3 hours. The other one is 2 hours. So my day starts on Wednesday at 9 a.m. And Wednesday, both my classes are in person for my Wednesday. So first up, we have Evolution of Nursing. Let's do the class code for it. Oh, I'm spelling things wrong out here, guys. So Evolution of Nursing is on Wednesday, 9 to 12. So Evolution of Nursing is basically like critical care nursing, and I've heard from people saying it's like one of the worst classes in nursing school. I'm trying not to let that like phase me and like scare me and like think like I'm incapable of doing well in the course. But I'm going in with the knowledge that it's probably going to be a really hard class. Yeah. La la la. So like that is that. Let's change to make sure I put the right dates. So June 4th, add. Perfect. And now let's move on to my last class, which is going to be organization and leadership. What is the code for this one? 426. Organization. Hello there. So right now I'm adding my classes to my calendar. So I'm taking 5 classes. Really, truly. That's the semester is gonna be very interesting because everyone keeps like talking about like, oh, I've heard like, the last semester is the easiest. And I think it's going to, I don't think it's gonna be the worst. But at the same time, I'm not going in with that mindset like, oh, this is gonna be a super easy class. Like I still think it's going to be challenging in its own way, and just being mindful of that. Like, wait, this class is 120 to 320. Okay. Like these timing are so weird. 120. But it is what it is. So this is every week. Okay, so those are all my classes put in onto Google Calendar. I mean onto my like Apple Calendar, I guess, like my for my laptop itself. I also do like to do it to my Google Calendar, which I'm probably going to do. One thing I could have done was just do it on the Google Calendar and then import it into my Apple, right? Onto like my actual calendar. But I don't like that. The format gets messed up every time I import it the last couple of times. So I just like to just go in and manually do it. I am going to add in my exam dates. So I'm going to pull up my assignment tracker. I'll show you guys what that looks like. I had made my assignment tracker just by, before I started nursing school, I was like searching on TikTok as one does for like, things to do to prepare for nursing school, how to just get organized and stay on top of things. And one of those things someone had mentioned was having an Excel sheet with all your assignments. And I did that for my last 2 semesters and it works so well. Like I've done like a physical whiteboard, like the monthly ones, and I had to go in each month and erase and make a new month to put in the information, the assignments. But having the tracker was hands down one of the best things I could have done for myself before starting the semester that really helped me throughout, because I would just go to my tracker, see when assignments were due, see when my exam dates were come up, and I would go and make sure I do all my assignments that were due in a week very early. Like let's say like this week, like next week, I would try to get all the assignments done for next week by the end of this week. So when next week comes around, I can either, if I have an exam that's coming up, more focus on that exam because I finished all the assignments, right? So I just try to finish my assignments as early as possible. So I'm going to show you guys. It's not fully completed, like I said, because I only have 2 of my classes that are actually opened up so far. And I color code it based on the course. But this is what it looks like. So I have, oh, I don't know why it says fall. It should say summer. Like I just typically copy and paste the formatting. So let me change that to summer. So this is my assignment tracker. I found this template in like Google Sheets, and it just has the subject. So subject is here. Oh my god, this is like so bright. Subject, then the assignment, the status. So it's a drop down for the status. You can do like not started, in progress, skipped, or done. And then the due date, right? So, and then I kind of had it so it's going in chronological order. So whatever assignments is due the earliest is what's going to be on top. Yeah. So it has a section for the assignments and then a section for the different classes you're taking, which you can then edit. So it will populate when you go to the subject. The drop downs are going to be, you can pick which class you're taking. Like, this is super easy to do. Like, I've shared it with my cohort each semester just in case other people want to use it. Like, no one is obligated to use it, but it's just like something I've made. It's helpful for me, and I'm like, I'll share it to other people. So if they want to use it and if they find it helpful, great. But I have for two classes, my peri-op and organization and leadership are the two that opened up. So those are the two I have all the assignments and exam dates and stuff put in. I also like to wait for the first day of classes because stuff can change and stuff do change. Like, we've had exam dates change throughout the semester, so I'll go in and I'll edit it if an exam dates or an assignment dates get changed. But I like to start on it early because very few things they typically change, but if they do, I can just go back and change it. It's quite simple to do it. And this typically takes me like about like, I don't know, 10 minutes to put in the information per class. Like, it doesn't really take that long of a time. And it depends on how much assignments the professor's giving. Some of it gets repetitive. So it's like really easy to do it. Okay, wait, I have to see something. I think I got a message. But yeah, that is basically what I'm pretty much doing here. But yeah, I I'm both like excited for the semester to get started because as long as if the semester gets started, we can get this ball rolling on me graduating and being done. But at the same time, it's like, oh my gosh, another semester. Oh, but it's my last semester, which I'm so excited about. It's the last one. There is none after this. I'm just free after this. I just have to pass my NCLEX after this semester, guys. And that's also a scary thought, but we'll get there when we get there. And like right now, I'm also in the process of like, thinking about like graduation. Like, well, I don't have a graduation, but like my pinning ceremony outfit. I want to take grad pictures for sure. Grad pictures will be taken for sure because honestly, I've never worked this hard for a degree, guys. Never. Not even my master's. I felt like I didn't work this hard for my master's as I'm working for nursing school, which is crazy because it's a bachelor's, it's not a master's. So, but yeah, so I will definitely be taking grad pictures. I'm really starting to look at inspo pics for what I want. Like, a girl's ready to be done. She's ready. But on a good note, I think, yeah, like I have this stuff put in my calendar. I'm going to put it into my Google Calendar next. And while I'm doing that, you guys let me know what is going on with you guys. How is everything going? Like, I see that there's one person on. Like, how are you? Hi, hello. Don't let me just hear talking to myself. Hi, hello. Hi, guys. Like, how is it going? Is anyone else also in school or thinking about going back to school? Just graduated because it's like, graduation season. Congrats to all the 2020 grads. But yeah, like I actually know I know a couple people who graduated this semester, like who just graduated in May for nursing. So that's always good. And I low-key think I'm getting sick, and it will be the worst possible time for me to get sick because I'm starting school right back. Oh. La la la. Hi there. And speaking of school, like I still have yet to be told where I'm going to be for my preceptorship, which is my one-on-one with the nurse. And I'm like, it's crazy because school starts back so soon and I still don't know. One of my good friends in the program still hasn't found out for herself either. And I'm just like, what is going on? Like literally we start back so soon. Like I said, 6 days from now, I'm back. Well, I won't be in the classroom. It's going to be on Zoom, but still, 6 days from now is going to be the first day of the semester for us. And technically, our school as a whole, the first day of the semester is this Thursday. I just don't have classes Thursday or Friday. My classes are Monday, Wednesday. So I start the following week just because of how, like, our classes fall. But yeah, I'm like, why do I not know where I'm going to be at? Why am I still waiting to hear back from what site I'm going to be at, what hospital I'm going to be at, what unit I'm going to be on? It's frustrating, but all I can do is wait to hear back from them about that. So, yeah, it's a waiting game at this point in time. Okay. Like, I think I'm going to hop off. My goal is to try to, I know I say this every semester, go live once a week. And I'm going to not sit here and say that's what I'm going to do and that's what I'm trying to do. But I'm going to try to go live as often as I can, whether it's like study with me while I'm studying for my classes, studying for exams, or it can be like get ready with me. As you guys know, I love to get ready with me, especially if I'm going someplace. Um, it might be something like this where I'm just like, prepping and getting myself together for school. But yeah, we're gonna just like see where this goes. I really, really, really want to be consistent on here. And I'm not gonna lie, part of the reason I want to be consistent on here is for the money, because I am a college student who has gone into debt for yet another college degree, hoping that it's going to pay off, right? But I also want to be consistent with content creation because I also know that can also pay off and can help me pay off my debt, guys. So like, you can help a girl out here by just supporting, liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing. All of that fun stuff definitely does help my channel. It helps push out my content to other people, more like you guys who want to see, who care, who wants to engage. Make sure to just like engaging with me has donated $5. Wait, Zoki, I'm sorry, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Hi there. But yeah, I'm not even asking you guys to like send me money, but like just by watching and staying on my content, watching the ads, when the ads do pop up, that helps me so much. And again, I don't like to get on here and ask people, oh, send me money, send me money. Like, if you want to, by all means, I'm not going to decline free money. Like, I'm not going to sit here and lie, but I'm not asking for that. All I'm asking is that you subscribe, that you like, you comment, and you just watch the videos in its entirety, because that really helps me, helps my channel grow, and helps the algorithm to push out my content to other people who would like to watch and engage with it. So I genuinely appreciate that. I am willing to work for money and I do work. And even on this break, I have picked up and am going to pick up extra shifts so I can make money and help, pay my bills. Because as much as I'm in nursing school, I still work a job because I have bills I need to pay, and I can't rely only on the student loans because I eventually have to pay those back, and I can't rely on my parents to support me because at 28, I'm very thankful that my parents allow me to still live at home and not pay rent. but I have to take care of all my other stuff and all my bills. And I'm fine with that because having a place to live rent free is such a blessing. Like, I'm not even gonna be, I'm not ungrateful. And I know for a fact I am blessed and spoiled in that regards because so many people, they get kicked out or put out by their parents after a certain age, but my parents still allowed me to live at home. So I'm trying to be, gets to the bag in whatever way possible. And content creation is one of those ways. And thank you, Zoki. Like, I appreciate it so much. Like, because I think sometimes people get on the internet and they're like, oh my God, send me money. I'm like, I'm not one of those people. Just watch and watch the content, guys. That's all I'm asking for. Just watch the content and give me any feedback. I'm a person who can take constructive feedback, like whatever. I've been like working on fixing my lighting. I actually like this lighting right now that I have. So let me know if you like the lighting, if you think it should be brighter or whatever. And also what type of content you guys like to see. I always ask this in my videos, like let me know what kind of content you guys want to see more of, because if I'm able to do it, I will try my very best to make that type of content that you guys are willing and want to engage with. My God, I genuinely feel like I'm getting sick. This is like not like I've been having like a sore throat, like feeling sensation like all day. And I thought it was just like I woke up. I typically wake up feeling a little bit like groggy and stuffy. I thought that's what it was, but I genuinely think I'm getting sick, and that's not fun, guys. The semester is just about to start. Like, the worst thing to be is sick at the beginning of the semester. And to be sick during like summer, even though it's still technically spring, but it's almost summer. But I don't want to be sick. Like, I do not. Like, that's and I'm a very much a cranky person when I'm sick and a big baby. Like, I want to be in my bed or in my blanket wrapped up. I don't want to have to get up and go to the bus and take the train to get to school, to get to clinicals. And one of my clinical sites for this semester, the first one I believe, is so far. I think it's like taking me like a little over 2 hours to commute there. And I was like, at least it's not in the Bronx. But it is a bit far from my house. But yeah, that's enough of my time. That's enough chatting and rambling. 'Cause I'm a chatty and rambler. But yeah, I'm gonna hop off. I'm going to do the Google Calendar probably in the morning. I have some stuff for TikTok that I did make content for TikTok. Also, follow me on TikTok if you guys want to hear more about my nursing school, because that's really where I post all my nursing school content. Really gets posted on TikTok, guys. So follow me over there. It is the same handle as it is on here, Eternal Honesty. You can also type in nursing school Nush and it'll pop up, but either one works. So you can follow me over there. I post a bit more of my day to day. Yeah, so bye guys.